for our We the People block. This one is called March to Liberty. This one represents the fife and drum corps. I have nephews who live in Virginia, and they have participated in the recreations or the reenactment of the fife and drum corps. So this one was really special to me. Okay, for March to Liberty, a few things that you might need to know about this one. One of the things that I strive to do when I'm putting together these quilt blocks is to not have 6 layers of wool. And because of that, I will, like this coat doesn't cover the whole space that the coat would. It only goes kind of just barely underneath. And so be careful as you're putting the parts together. Like you may look at it and go, ah. The other thing that I would tell you is that if your wool matches, again, let's do a zoom in. If instead of overlapping, the wool meets, like right here on the edge, you can see that my collar right here does not overlap on my neck. That's me not being as careful with placement as I should. But also when you go ahead and add your stitches around the outside, it will fill that space in between. So don't stress about that at all. Let's see, what else do you need to know on this one? For the little windows back here, I went ahead and stitched around the outside and then just satin stitched in between. For the musical notes up here, I did those the same way we do the eyes with a satin stitch and then just added a couple of the little parts up on the top. His leather strap that holds his drum is actually, you can see that it's a blanket stitch or a buttonhole stitch along this side, and you can see it along this side. What I did, let me see if I can go out just a little bit so you can see. I did a blanket stitch and I left a tiny little gap, and then I did another blanket stitch and a gap and another blanket stitch, and then going back up the other side, I filled in those gaps. And then anywhere that still had a gap that you could see through, I just did a straight stitch from one side to the other to fill it in. And that's how you do his little leather strap holding his drum in place. This looks almost like it sparkles. It's not. It's just the light tan, the same light tan that we've used everywhere else. And these guys have the tiny little 3mm buttons.